I guess it's to hide my feelings.
We'll give it a final spin for it.
Good evening, Glenview. I'm Cash Flow, and this is Glenview Senseline News, your home for village budget insights and analysis. Tonight, we're following a developing story. The Village Board of Trustees will be considering the proposed 2025 budget at its December 3rd meeting. This is the most important work product the Village Board must develop and adopt each year, and new details have emerged about this critical document. Let's check in now with Buck Stretcher, who is live in the Village Boardroom. Buck, what are you hearing on the ground? Thanks, Cash. Here's what we know so far. This has actually been a months-long effort. The budget process began in April with the development of a 5-year forecast. Village staff use what's called a zero-based approach to building the budget. This means they start from scratch each year to ensure a ground-up review of every dollar that is spent. It's time-consuming for sure, but village officials are confident this helps keep their eyes on the ball and not just assume last year's spending. It adds transparency and accountability to the process. Once the department budgets are developed, the village board meets 3 times in the fall at a series of public budget workshops to review revenues, expenses, and the various funds that make up the village's finances. These workshops are open for public participation, and the village encourages residents to get involved in the process and voice their feedback about spending priorities. It's an approach that has served the village well over the years. The village has received a AAA rating from Moody's for 34 years running, one of only 13 Illinois municipalities Moody's has given this highest score to. Back to you in the studio, Cash. Okay, thanks for that reporting, Buck. We're going to turn now to Bill Folden on our Budget Busters investigative team, who has been crunching the numbers on the proposed budget since the budget workshops began this fall. Bill, what have you and the Budget Busters uncovered?
Yeah, thanks, Cash. The village and other taxing jurisdictions, like the library, park district, and school districts, levy a tax on properties within the community. A levy is the amount of money the village needs to raise to operate and is an important consideration in the budget process. Here's what our investigation has revealed. The village portion of a taxpayer's property tax bill represents 5.5% of the overall tax bill, meaning less than 6 cents of every dollar a resident pays in property taxes goes to the village. The largest portion of a resident's property taxes, approximately 67%, supports local school districts. Nearly 8% goes to the park district, 7% to Cook County, 3.8% to the library, and the rest to other taxing bodies like the MWRD. Now, we know 80% of those 6 cents are used to pay for pensions. That leaves about a penny to pay for operating costs. To find out what services the village spends that penny on, we staked out Village Hall to confront village officials and find out how they plan to spend their $97 million operating budget. Are you a real outlet? All right, well, whatever. More than half of that money goes toward funding critical public safety services like police, fire and EMS, and the 911 dispatch center. The rest funds things like snow and ice control, landscaping and forestry services, the village's resolution center, records department, and IT equipment and services. We stretch a penny about as far as it will go. You could have just gone to glenview.il.us/budget for all of this information.
Thanks, Bill. Shocking report. And thanks to the Budget Busters team for that hard-hitting analysis. One thing we know about the budget is that it is not only a legal document detailing how dollars are spent, but it also communicates village goals and objectives. Joining us in the studio now is Finley Quarters with a special commentary on some of the major initiatives included in the 2025 budget. Thanks for being here, Finley.
Thanks, Cash. After careful consideration, I've concluded that this year's budget is bursting at the seams with exciting news for Glenview. Here are some of the highlights of the 2025 budget.
Current property taxpayers will see no increase in the village portion of their property tax bill. The small increase in the village levy is attributable to the value of new and improved properties throughout the community, and this growth will not impact current property taxpayers. $39.5 million for capital improvement projects. This includes $14.7 million for 3.4 miles of road reconstruction and related water, storm, and sanitary sewer upgrades, and $4.5 million to resurface 5.8 miles of road. Green infrastructure and a sustainability plan. The village is looking to adopt a sustainability plan next year that outlines practical, impactful strategies to guide environmental efforts.
This is in addition to a projected $4.5 million in green infrastructure investments and $5.5 million in bike and pedestrian improvements.
And lastly, expanded business support grants. To help business owners make improvements to building facades or to remodel interior spaces, the village is increasing the available funds from $450,000 in 2024 to just over $1 million in 2025.
That's it for tonight's special report on Glenview's budget. Thanks to you at home for watching. And don't go anywhere, because next, we're diving into an all-new segment, The Secret Lives of Glenview's Street Signs. Ever wonder what they're really pointing at? That's next.